what I believe in. Represent the truth of God's word every season. Since I'm the reason for his bleeding, now I represent him to the day I stop breathing. There's a war, I can tell you straight from the door that it's raw. Not for the weak, it's for the hardcore. Rugged soldier, this brother told ya, I love Jehovah. I love him like women love my telling Oprah. We're getting close to the rapture. Maranatha, coming soon is the master. Try to capture the idea. Incarnate God coming right here. Christ, yeah, ruling planet Earth in his white gear. I hear you say he's not trying to take away this hope we got. We not shook, so we drop jams. We out the show, he's got the ability to save like coupons at the grocery spot. Defend the faith of you with it, my crew's with it. Christ died, love had everything to do with it. Before Christ we loved secular life, but now we through with it. We don't fool with it. If Jesus Christ ain't down, we ain't cool with it. Who is it that wants to hustle and tussle, flex muscle, defend the Christian faith and the text plus you'll do some Jesus advertising. Join the theocratic side and we'll see the sun rising. I live and die for what I believe in. Represent the truth of God's word every season. Since I'm the reason for his bleeding, now I represent him till the day I stop breathing. I live and die for what I believe in. Represent the truth of God's word every season. Since I'm the reason for his bleeding, now I represent him till the day I stop breathing. Now will the real Jesus please stand up? Wait, there's 8 of them, 9 of them, a whole line of them. There's all kinds of them. Is it the one with dreads, or the blonde head, the one with blue eyes, or the one hanging between those two guys, or the one that they say is just a prophet? He's nothing special, he's just the one before Muhammad, or the archangel, or the man healing on TV, or the other cat that's leading masses up to DC, or is he the eternal God of all creation, Lord of all the nations, the sovereign, even the boss of Satan, the one making the world spin, keeping high winds twirling while he's getting it on in the whirlwind? He made the sheep to make the fur for your shearling. He even made the oyster that made your pearls in. Matter of fact, he made your boy or your girlfriend strong enough to put Jupiter on a bar and start curling. This one seems to be fitting the true description of the one that gets in, fits in hearts and then convicts them. You should pick him because he conquered crucifixion. He took a licking, but I tell you he kept on ticking. I live and die for what I believe in. Represent the truth of God's word every season. Since I'm the reason for his bleeding, now I represent him till the day I stop breathing. I live and die for what I believe in. Represent the truth of God's word every season. Since I'm the reason for his bleeding, now I represent him till the day I stop breathing. I continue to preach Christ, earth is my venue. Like McDonald's fries, he's the best thing on the menu. When you defend Christ, it could be hazardous, but if you die, you're gonna live again like Lazarus. Plus, add to this the reward of bringing fabulous truths to transform, cause the Lord be changing characters. Let's get equipped to represent him in the industry, where they preach a different Christ and reject the Trinity. And when they see us loving while they're all hating, and when they hear us call God while they call Satan, they'll say the people of God be getting busy like a phone with no call waiting. The force breaking men's back ass, the axe cuts the access to the king's palace, and that's just utter blackness. In fact, sin puts head to bed like a mattress. I live and die for what I believe in. Represent the truth of God's word every season. Since I'm the reason for his bleeding, now I represent him till the day I stop breathing. I live and die for what I believe in. Represent the truth of God's word every season. Since I'm the reason for his bleeding, now I represent him till the day I stop breathing.